Security preparations are underway in Iraq for an historic visit tomorrow when Pope Francis becomes the first pope to visit the country, where Christian roots run deep to the days of the Bible. But today, Iraq's Christian population is dwindling, persecuted in recent years by Islamist extremists who destroyed their homes and their places of worship. So can the Pope's visit bring renewed hope and healing to Iraq's remaining Christian community? ABC's Ian Pannell has a report from Iraq.
In the empty storefronts of the faceless shopping mall in northern Iraq, the forlorn and the forgotten eke out an existence. It's not much, but for 6 long, painful years, Rani and his family have called this home. They're just an hour's drive, but a world away from their hometown of Bartella, forced out one fateful day in August 2014 when ISIS came to their door.
We were just sitting, and some guys came to our house and told us to leave. We said that why? They said that don't ask why, just leave. They said that ISIS are near to you. If you don't leave, they will kill you. We went just wearing, let's say, a jacket and even without shoes.
This is a story of an entire religion that's been in Iraq since the 2nd century, targeted, persecuted, uprooted. The Christians of Iraq.
So you are homeless. Why? Because we are Christian?
The American invasion of Iraq turned sectarian tensions into open warfare. Minorities lost their protection and were increasingly targeted by a new breed of Islamist extremism. First, there was Al-Qaeda, then came ISIS, which swept across the Nineveh plains of the north, the heartland of Iraqi Christianity. Iraq is the birthplace of Abraham, or Ibrahim, the patriarch of Judaism, Christianity and Islam, home of Babylon, some claim even the Garden of Eden. The country has more biblical sites than anywhere else outside of modern-day Israel. The 3 religions so closely linked flourished here for hundreds of years until the 20th century. First, it was the Jewish population, uprooted decades ago. Today, it's Christianity in Iraq that faces extinction. Only about 250,000 Christians remain in the country, down from at least 1.5 million just 20 years ago. We were in the region in 2017 as Iraqi forces fought to take back Christian towns and the city of Mosul from the black scourge of ISIS. This was a battle of the ages, and large parts of the old city were flattened by the fighting, where shell-shocked residents struggled to escape.
2 dozen people have just gone by, men, women. Some of them are clearly very badly injured. There's no hospital, there's no care. But just look at this to the right here, this old man just being held by his grandson.
Today, ISIS is gone, but the scars run deep. Few places more so than the city's Christian community. Tomorrow, Pope Francis will come to Iraq for the first ever papal trip. He'll see for himself what remains of Al-Tahira Church, with a message of unity for all Iraqis.
It's hard to overestimate the level of bomb damage to Al-Tahira Church. The ISIS religious police use this as their base. ISIS said, "We will go to Rome, we will occupy Rome." Well, imagine the irony that instead, Pope Francis, Rome, is coming to Mosul.
Amid unprecedented security, the Holy Father will meet one of the most powerful Muslim leaders in the region and visit a Christian town at the center of this storm, Karakosh. There used to be 50,000 Christians here. Almost all fled when ISIS came. Today, barely half have come back, but the hope is that the papal visit will give a much-needed boost to this beleaguered community. Archbishop Amar will greet Pope Francis. He was the first to re-enter the Church of the Immaculate Conception after ISIS was pushed out. And this is what he filmed. And this is what it looks like today.
The Holy Father, he will be the first person who will pray after the liberation of rebuilding this church. He will come now to pray in this church with the community and to say, of course, we are here.
The Pope's coming here to address the difficulties Christians and others have faced in Iraq. There is so much physical and mental healing needed. ISIS may have been driven from Karakosh, but the pain hasn't gone. Georges is 73 years old. His sister Trazia is 86. The suffering they've endured is unimaginable. ISIS took their money, the old woman's jewellery and all their worldly possessions. And when they had no more to give the militants, they were thrown into the river to drown. Their home is gone, their lives destroyed, and they now live in a cold, dark room for homeless families.
What has ISIS done to you, your family, and your lives?
They tortured us. They threatened to behead us and took our money, our gold. They didn't leave us anything. They threw us in the river. When I tried to save her, the water was very strong, and it took my sister. I then grabbed her shoulder and asked God to help me. Somehow I saved her and took her to the other side. We walked for 3 days without food or water.
When Pope Francis comes here, he'll make history. Many will look to him to help deliver their prayers for some glimmer of peace and hope in Iraq. But make no mistake, the challenge and the needs in this country remain immense. For ABC News, Ian Pannell in Karakosh, Iraq.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.